Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, right back to Gibson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He's got it.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders have moved out in front.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Eagles at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Second down, here's an option right.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hurt. Right there, hurt. 19.
Looking to throw. Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that moment.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Back to 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19. Pioneer.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds McLaurin.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again.
Quick slant, Dotson.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
96 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper.
And he loses the football a 2nd time, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air conditioned.
No bones?
None.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Got it. Ready? 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Mustang 19. Head the street. Head the street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
18, Pioneer.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And bulldozing his way through. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
That one is slant to McLaurin, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Gibson again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll look to throw.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Back to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Gibson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll look to throw here.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now back to throw. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
18 rattlers. Lions.
They're going to try and throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
He'll drop to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
They'll look to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Washington on 3rd down.
Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Once more, Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Pollard.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2-3 score, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Check smash.
2nd and 14. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll set up to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here's another interception.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Quick slant, Dotson.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
18 Rattlers.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Gardner under the lights and